Hello, hello! Back again. You were wondering where is Edgar, right? I'm here and I'm really under pressure to make things because I have some customers who are waiting for specific dates to get their instruments, and then I went up to Austria to consign the cello, which they were happy to see again, and it turned out to sound very well, and it was a nice cello. And now I'm working here and video recording a lot of things together with Anna, which will be a very exciting process. And so today I thought, actually it was the idea of Anna. I have to be honest, I don't have all the good ideas, actually are not mine. But Anna said, Daddy, come on, if you have to do that, we just video record you and they're happy to watch you. So today we're going to scrape here a little bit the ribs, and this becomes a Hellier Stradivari, a decorated one, and I did a few options now, new ones, where I carved already a little bit before banding, and I band, and here now I tried a different option all on the same violin because I want to see how this is going. In the past I always did it without signing it before, but I just want to see if this is working well, because in the past I put some paper on it and that was very uncomfortable for working, so now I just do it in a different way. And these are nice ribs. Let me see. Yeah. This is my do-it-yourself bending iron. You cannot buy it. It has been made over 30 years ago from a guy in Germany, and this is it. You know, I'm sorry, you cannot buy it. You have to make it yourself, okay? Or you buy just a bending iron. Now, just want to figure out the rib, how it is exactly. Like this, like that, and then I try to make the nicest part here here and here, and I just get it somehow here. And now we make it, let's say 23 is a good measurement. For the lower rib, actually it's 22. But before you cut it, be sure that you cut it at the right size, otherwise you would do it as I did it already, but you cut them too short. Now I'm just cutting it here. It's a nice table, and you can see it nice how I'm cutting it. This is very good. And again, 23 is a great measurement. Correct, Anna? Up. These are two ribs like this, and this is nice. And here we are having it, I put it like this here. This is my back, up, down, like this, okay? So it comes here and goes to the front, and then I have it here, comes up and goes to the front, and then this one goes here. That's okay, and this one goes here and goes like this. Very good. Okay, we will leave them like this, and these are my ribs here. And I just want to be sure, tuck tuck like this, and tuck tuck like this to the front. So we make here, this is 180 degrees. If the water is rolling like this, then it's 180 degrees. If it is hotter, then it would burn the wood, right? So here we put it here, and you just give the whole piece of wood a little bit the time to heat up. And then you feed a certain way that it is going to be able to be bent. Now these ribs are rather a little bit thicker as usual. So I would say 1.3, 1.2, and it's always better to have them a little bit thicker than too thin, okay? The ribs are a little bit like the frame of the violin, and that means that it's good if it's very stiff, or rather to the stiff side. Now actually bending is not really a lot of energy, but pulling this one is more energy consuming than actually bending, because the bending itself is pretty easy. But if you just bend, then on the outside it would crack. So you try with this metal around. Then I try not to bend too much, because I think it's nice if it's a little bit flatter than it should be. And then you can bend it like this. And here in this area, we try to go slightly back. So then we are sure that it will be correct. Flames is great. And this is this rib. And then we make the other one. And we try to make the wood that it's where it's more narrow is at the corner. Same as on the other side. Flames go in the front. So this one goes here. Yeah. I'm so glad you're watching and you're checking on me that everything is perfectly going here. So we get it warm and then slowly we start to go to the corner. So when it's still wet, it's going back to its initial position. Now we have electric bending iron, which is very nice. At the time of Stradivari, they had to put this bending iron into the fire, and then they had to take it. In the beginning it was too hot, and later on it was too cold, and it was back and forth. And there was somebody probably running back and forth to bend it, to bring it to always to the fire and back and forth. And I try to make it only once wet and bend it, especially on a cello. This is pretty a tricky part, but if you realize to make it, just bend it once, you avoid that it's warping and then it goes up here and down here and things like this, and then it's not so nice, but it's difficult to control. And if it's completely straight, this would be what everybody's aiming to, then it becomes annoying. So I think it's actually, if it's a little bit moving, it's also nice. And now I glue on one side, and once it is glued, then I put on the other side, right? So I can turn on the hot glue. We need to put some water. I have to change the water. I hope you enjoyed this one here, just to see what I'm doing. I'm working actually now on more instruments. One is the decorated one is this special violin, which I'm thinking of making a nice movie about this one, just to introduce you to this new project, so then you understand how comes that Edgar is not putting every week a video. And Edgar also needs to work a little bit. But one thing I'm pretty constant on working on is delivering and creating very, very precious videos for my Patreon channel. We're now like 40 people, and and up there is no limit, and I'm looking forward that even you are joining my channel. And on next week, on 1st of June, oh damn, it's already June, I have this question and answer transmission live with my patrons. It's always very creative, actually. There are some, for €3 a month, you make part of already of this one. And questions which pop up are really interesting. You sign up and you can see also all the past transmissions, which are really many. There's a lot of things to learn. You invest a little bit of money. It's just for what it is actually. It's just, if you're watching right now, then you should just ask yourself if this wouldn't be worth it, you know. It is worth, and if you want some measurement sheets, recipes regarding the varnish, live varnish cooking, and things like this, then you certainly, with €9 you get the measurements, and with 25 you're full into the whole secrets and everything, and every question you're asking me I'm always answering. You know, here we're pretty social. Between one coffee break and another one I will answer you. Okay. Anyhow, keep on watching my videos and be informed, and the better you're informed, the better your instrument sounds. Tell your friends. Soon there's something coming on again here, a nice video as well, but I need to do some things. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.